Okay, so this is for the 1.13 game version, 1.13.1 calibration version of Elden Ring, and how to install it with Graceborne, and also I'm going to teach you how to install it with Seamless. And if you do happen to use a non-Steam version of Elden Ring, or you can't seem to find, or you can't seem to have the mod launch up with the bat file for the mod engine 2 folder, I would teach you how to use another method along that works with the non-Steam version of Elden Ring. Like I said, this will be maybe a lengthy video because I would try to cover everything. It might be at the end, but either way I will try to have a timestamp somewhere in the video or in the comments so you can see. Like I said, if you're in the future and your game has been updated and the mod may be updated or not, this video might be outdated for you, but most of these things that I'm teaching you here should be able to transfer over to that also. So the first thing you want to do is make sure you have the up-to-date version of Seamless. As of right now of August, well, I downloaded this August too, but this was last updated on July 30th. It will be 1.8.2. This works for the 1.13 of Elden Ring. And you want to get the Graceborne, the last updated on August the 2nd. And you want to make sure it says 1.13. That works for your version, since right now we're on 1.13. Like I said, we're just focusing on that. Next thing you want to do is just open up Steam. Find Elden Ring, right click it, go to properties. You want to go to updates. You want to make sure it says only update this game when I launched it. And you also want to make sure it says never allow background downloads. After you've done that, go to installed files. Inside here, you're going to click on browse. This should open up your document folder of Elden Ring, and it should be inside, it will be like a game folder. You click inside the game folder. This is your game files. This is where Elden Ring is installed, and what you want to do is just leave this somewhere open. You can either minimize it, whatever. It's just easier for you to go back and forth because you already have it open instead of having to go to Steam and try to do it over again to find it. We're gonna leave that there. But the main thing you want to do now, you can launch Steam first before installing any mod. This is only just to fix the typical issues that you could do inside the game to prevent FPS lag or drop, and also texture issues when you use the mod. I'm going to teach you how to do that. Also, for me, for example, I don't use Steam to launch my game. I use start game in offline mode, which I get from anti-cheat toggler and offline launcher that you can look up under Elden Ring and Nexus mod. And this gives you a few files, very easy to install. You just move it into your game files like as it is here. And all I use is the Steam start game in offline mode. You could also use a toggle anti-cheat just if you want to, if anything. But that's mainly what I use it for. So that's how I'm going to start up the game. So for you, you can use it that way, or you just start up the game normally through Steam. And here we're just going to change two things inside the game settings to prevent the issues I mentioned earlier, and also just to have the game launch in offline mode just in case you click it off from Steam, so you can always just, you know, go online if you want to, just in case you by accident click on Steam and then you realize you had mods and you get yourself banned. So we're gonna go to system. Like I said, this is another way you know what version you want. This is also for my non-version users, not versions, non-Steam version users. It would say on the bottom your app version and your calibration version. So right now we're on 1.13, calibration 1.13.1. So we're gonna go to system. We're gonna go to network, this little globe thing. And we're gonna make sure it says launch settings. We're gonna put it in offline mode. This is so every time you load up, you have to log in. And then you want to go to graphics at the end with the TV monitor. And you want to make sure your ray tracing quality is off. This is to prevent the FPS drop and also the texture issues when you start using the mod that a lot of people seems to be having. After you do that, you just exit the game. The next thing you do, you want to, obviously you should have this download already, but if you haven't, download Graceborne, let it download, put it in a folder inside the same hard drive. What do I mean by that? Inside your game files that you find by going through Steam, This is where my Elden Ring is installed, your game files. On the top, it will say your hard drive. It could be a C, D, N, whatever you have. For me, for example, it says the F. So where I put my mod, or where I put my Mana Engine 2 folder is inside my F drive also. Hope that makes sense. Just make sure it's in the same drive so it could link up with each other and they know how to find each other. Inside, after you actually extract, Graceborne, you will have a Mod Engine 2 folder and a game folder. The first thing you want to do is go inside your game folder. Inside your game folder, you want to just copy everything that you see there, go back to your game files where Elden Ring is installed, and then paste it here. As you can see, I already did it, so I'm not doing that step. So I have Crossbow, Graceborne, Parma, and I believe Graceborne INI. I don't know what else that comes with that, but just pretty much just have everything in there. Oh yeah, and the reshaders folder. Okay, just have everything inside your game files. Then you're gonna go back to where you have your Mod Engine folder is. You're gonna click inside your Mod Engine 2, and then you want to go into your mod folder. Inside your mod folder, you should see a scripts data exposure. This is what you need to do for your config side of the installment. What you want to do here is on top where my mouse is. Consider this your URL. This is your path. Okay, so what you want to do is just right click it, and it will say copy address as text. You want to do that. Then you want to press back, so press the arrow key to go back to your Mod Engine 2 folder. Then you want to click on config Elden Ring. Now, since I already did it, I'm gonna do it basically how you guys see it. I'm gonna edit it how you guys see it. And also I'm gonna remove my Seamless. Okay. So basically it will say something like your path here. I believe this is something like that. So basically you want, after the quotation mark, you're gonna highlight your path here just before the first slash of Mod Engine 2, which should have 2 slash there obviously. You want to paste what you just copied in there. Then everything that you just paste, you will see it will only have 1 slash. Unlike these, it will have 2 slashes. Now you gotta match it. So now all of them had to have 2 slashes. So everything that you just paste, you're gonna just add another slash on each one that you see that only has 1 slash. Just make sure it has 2 all the way through. So everything here should have 1 slash. And then save. And that's pretty much it. And then all you have to do is just click launch mod Elden Ring bat. Again, if the launch mod Elden Ring bat does not launch for you, or for whatever reason it's just not popping up anything for you, just skip through the video and I would teach you how to do that. Right now I'm just focusing on people that can actually make it work this way. The video isn't like all over the place. So as you can see, it loads up Graceborne. And then boom, and that's how you can start the game. Okay, now we're gonna move on to adding Graceborne and Seamless. Since we already have Graceborne added, we're gonna add Seamless now. So you're gonna download Seamless and extract it to whatever hard drive, doesn't matter this part, but you're gonna find where you have it installed. And for me, I'm gonna look for that. So this is my Seamless. So you're gonna copy this and you're gonna go back to your game files. Like I said, you're gonna have this open a lot and you're gonna paste it in here. Like for me, I already have it. As you can see, it will have like ERSC launcher. By the way, ERSC stands for Elden Ring Seamless Co-op. And then you will have a Seamless Co-op folder. Inside the Seamless Co-op folder, you're gonna click in and then you're gonna click on the ERSC _settings. You're gonna click on it and you're gonna scroll down a bit until you see password. And then it will say session password and co-op password. Right here is where you would put whatever password you want. So for me, I put Chic and then I hit save. Then you're gonna go back, and then you can, what you can do is use the ERSC launcher to start up Seamless by itself without Graceborne. If you're not aware, Seamless use a different type of save file than Graceborne. So, you know, I don't know. I just want you to know that they use different. So this basically creates a different type of file, which I will explain later for those people that have like save data issue. But basically it works. The moment you would know is because it would say welcome to Seamless co-op mod. And then the next message, it would literally tell you this mod uses a separate save. And this is how you play Seamless without any other mods. Now, to make it work with Graceborne, you want to go inside your Seamless co-op folder, and you want to copy the last three. It usually is the last three. So basically the local folder, the DLL file, and then the settings. You just want to copy this, and then you want to go into your Graceborne mod engine 2 folder. So like I said, where you have it installed, you want to click in mod engine 2, and then you want to paste it here. As you can see, I already have that here. So those are the 3 files I told you to copy. After that, since it's there, now you want to go to your config file. In your config file, you may not have a comma, but basically after you've done your config file from earlier, you want to add a comma. What I like to press enter here so it goes down and put quotation marks ERSC.LL, quotation marks, and then you could press enter or not, it doesn't matter as long as you do that, but make sure you have a comma right after that, and just press enter or just leave it like that. So like, again, this is all you're adding. This is how you separate mods, with commas, and this is all you're adding right here, the quotation marks with the ERSC DLL. This stands for Eldering Seamless Co-op. Then you just save. Now you use launchmod Eldering. Like I said, also you could check just in case you haven't. Again, in your settings, you want to make sure your password is still there. It should be if you copied it and you've already done it. Then you want to go to launchmod. And it should pop up with Graceborne and Seamless. Again, you will know Seamless works when it pops up the message about Seamless, as it says here. So as you can see, it says Graceborne in the background, so you know Graceborne mod works. And as you can see here, you can also see that Seamless works. And you can just exit game here. Now, if you somehow have save data issues, you want to go to your, there's a couple ways you could do this. One way is going to your Steam, you know, right clicking Eldering, go to properties, and inside the install files, it would say verify game files. Sometimes your game files can be corrupted, so you can do it that way. You can also just remove your save files just in case for some reason it's not up to date. So what we do is go to your local C drive, go to users, then your username that's inside your PC. Then you're gonna find app data. If you don't see app data, just click on top where it says view, and it will say hidden items. Just check it. As you see, it wouldn't be there if it wasn't, but if I click and have a check on hidden items, it would just appear. Then you just click app data, roaming, and then Eldering. Ignore everything I just highlighted. This is my backup save files, but basically you want to see the folder that has a lot of numbers in it. This is usually your Steam ID. Even if you have a non-Steam version of Eldering, you will still have a folder like this. You want to go inside this folder, and this is your save files. What we mean by backing it up is just simply copying it, and then I did this earlier, and then going back. So basically you want to copy this and then press the arrow back where your number folder is, and just make another folder and name it whatever it is, easier for you to understand what that is. So it could be original save files or whatever. You don't really need to do this, but it's just for like if you have save data corruption, this is one way to fix it. And basically you want to paste it here. Once you paste that here and you have that safe and secure, you want to go back into your numbers folder, and then you want to remove everything in here. So now it has to create a new save file. Hope that makes sense on that part. From here, there's like a few steps you could do. You could start up the game normally by Steam or whatever. So you create the SL2 file and then start the mod again. Or you can do the seamless thing. It doesn't matter. It's just gonna create new save files. That's one way to fix it. Now, if you've done this, if you've done this already, I'm gonna just place this back because I don't want to make it too long of a video. But basically, that's all you're doing. You're just removing and starting the game again, letting create like the normal game without the mods, letting create a save file, and then starting the mod again. But this is only because you're using this file, the SL2. This is the original save files for like other Elden Ring servers. Now, if you're using Seamless use the CO2. They're different. Okay. But anyway, another way to fix it, if you really have an issue, no matter what you try, you go to your mod engine folder that you got from Graceborne. You want to go inside your mod engine 2 folder, and you want to go inside your mod folder. The next thing you want to do is you will see the regulation.bin file. You want to move this somewhere else. So for me, to find it easier, I just move it either where I have everything installed. I already have it in there because I already did this before. And so basically it'll be here now, or just put it somewhere else. You can put it in your desktop, it doesn't matter. Just make sure inside your mod folder it's not there anymore. And then load up the mod using the launchmod Elden Ring bat. And it should disappear. I had this problem earlier just because I was constantly doing this tutorial and starting over again, and this is what fixed it for me. And that's pretty much it. Now, for those people that use a non-Steam version, and for people that can't seem to get launchmod Elden Ring installed, what you're gonna do is simply what you want to copy is your mod engine 2 launcher, your launchmod Elden Ring bat, your mod engine 2 folder, your config Elden Ring file, and your mod. Okay, and you just want to copy this. Next thing you want to do, I already closed it by accident, but you want to go inside your game files and you're gonna paste that here. I'm gonna teach you by actually doing it. This might take a while, hopefully not too long. Basically, you want to copy those things I have highlighted inside your game files. Also, since we're already here, if you're using Seamless, you also want to copy this, the ERSCDLL and the settings and the local folder inside your game. I'm gonna test this out as we go because I don't use this method since I don't have to, since my bat file actually loads. So yeah, we're gonna wait this out. I don't like editing my videos, so sorry this is long, but we're almost done. And I think I covered most things. Basically, I'm gonna just do this too because I didn't copy that over. I'm gonna copy the Seamless. That's inside the Seamless folder. If you don't know, if you haven't been listening to anything else before, inside your Seamless folder, you want to copy this, your settings, and your local inside your game files as well. Yeah, everything is taking so goddamn long. You know what? I could probably do it this way. Hopefully. Not too sure. Let's see. Okay, that works better. So basically, you just go inside your Seamless co-op folder and just copy these things inside your game files. Like I said, this mod engine 2 folder, put it inside your not your folder, but your files that I told you to copy. These things. Again, since we're just waiting, I'm just reminding people. These folders, it sometimes takes a while, as you can see. It's a lot of contents in there. Basically, you want to put it in your game files where your Elden Ring is installed. This is another way, like I said, if for some reason launchmod Elden Ring bat file does not work, and also a way for non-Steam users of Elden Ring and use a mod engine for their mods. Shit, now that we're about to be done, what is you talking about? Why is there always an issue with me? This is not supposed to be happening. Whatever. I'm pretty sure that's not gonna happen to you. I've done this so many times, it's probably just messed up. But basically, now that you have your Elden Ring config, your Seamless little files, if you're using Seamless, your launch mod, Elden Ring bat, and then your mod engine 2 launcher, and also your local file from Seamless, what you want to do is go where it says mod engine 2 launcher. You want to right click it and you're going to rename it. You're going to rename it as start underscore protected underscore game. And when you press enter, it will give you this prompt. Do you want to rename? And it's mainly because you already have another file in your game file that says start protected game. So for this version, it will be parentheses 2. You just click yes. So now you should have 2. As you can see, the regular one and the one you just renamed. And all you do here, literally, is just right click, run as admin. But before we do that, actually, let me just make sure, just in case everybody skipped through the end of the video. Once you have your Seamless stuff in here, you want to go to your settings, your ERSC settings. Make sure you have your password selected to whatever password you and your friends are using, and then save. And I'm not sure if you had to config this since you moved it, but I'm assuming you don't since you already copied it, so it's already there. But you know, it might not be useful. And then you just start up the mod by right clicking Elden Ring, not Elden Ring, but you right click start protected game parentheses 2, the one you just renamed, and you're gonna put as run as admin. And then the game should load up this way also, just in case the bat file doesn't work. Also, I forgot to mention the regulation bin file that we moved earlier. If you're still watching this video for some reason, you can move it back in after your save data issue is resolved. So basically, where is it? Where did I move my thing at? Oh, okay. So right here, just copy it or whatever you want to do. Go back to your mod engine 2, go to your mod folder, and just put it back after you fix the issue you had with the save data. I'm not really sure what that file does, but you know, sometimes you just have to move it and then put it back in. As you can see, loading it up from that start protected game parentheses 2 and using it as admin, it still gives me Graceborne with Seamless, and I can still play it again. And that should be it, I believe. If any questions, just feel free to comment. I am open to Discord and share screen if you still have issues. Sorry for the lengthy video. I just want to cover everything in one. So hopefully we don't have to revisit this and do this every single time. Yeah.